Razbiniani says just in Iranian state media shares Iran did not attack the Ras Tanura oil refinery in Saudi Arabia. Tanura oil refinery. It was Israel. Tasnim news agency reports the attack on the Saudi Aramco refinery was carried out by Israel, and Iran did not strike any oil facilities in Saudi Arabia. In fact, here, I got a video for you to tell you the same thing.
We have already been in touch with our Saudi brothers, and we have talked about this issue. Iran is not responsible for the attack against the oil installations in Saudi Arabia. We have made it clear, we have officially announced today that was not one of the targets of the Iranian armed forces.
So there you go. Saudi Arabia feels completely abandoned by the United States because they have been. And in fact, the United States allowed Israel to bomb their oil production facility. So now the United States, if you look at it this way, has Saudi Arabia, the petrodollar, the whole deal. They've been our ally. You remember the petrodollar was so important to the United States that a long time ago when Barack Obama was president, they passed a law in Congress saying that they could look into Saudi Arabia's role in 9/11. Barack Obama got on a plane and flew to Saudi Arabia to smooth it over. That's how important Saudi Arabia's relationship with the United States was because of the petrodollar.
Right.
And so now you got Trump siding with Israel over Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia was already leaving the petrodollar because they already started selling oil to China in wons instead of U.S. dollars, which is the petrodollar is. So the whole world, when they trade energy, when they sell oil or liquid natural gas, they have to use American dollars, right? That's the way that's called, we're the reserve currency of the world. And so if Saudi Arabia starts selling their oil to everybody in a different dollars instead of United States currency, that's horrible for that it's over for the United States. And so for Saudi Arabia to be seeing the United States side with Israel as Israel bombs their oil facilities. This is
they own us. Did Saudi Arabia not know that?
There's so many bad things that are coming. This is worse than the Iraq War for the United States. So what Trump is doing, Trump said how bad the Iraq War was for the United States, how it was a disaster. This is worse than that.
Yeah.
So what
really
Trump,
something.
because Iran actually has missiles. They actually have a military. Iran is actually bigger than Iraq and Syria and Afghanistan combined.
Yeah.
So this is not, and they're in bed with...
I have no sense of geography, Jimmy. Sorry, I don't get that.
Doesn't matter. But and Iran has the backing of Russia and China.
Yeah, who also have those missiles that we don't have.
Right. The hypersonic missiles you're talking about. So right. Iran has hypersonic missiles we don't even have. They have hypersonic missiles that we don't have in the United States. We don't have them.
Yeah, we have some crazy stuff, but the gap between missiles and the secret stuff that they don't want anyone to know exists means we can't use our super special stuff. So we have to. It's probably very frustrating.
and we're depleted because we gave all our missiles to Iran to use in Gaza. I mean, to Israel to use in Gaza, and for Ukraine to use against Russia. So we're depleted. That's why the 12-day war that they had last year, Israel was begging for the United States to negotiate a ceasefire because they were out of missiles to fight back against Iran.
Yeah, by the way, if those casualties were Israeli and not Americans, the few casualties there were, Israel would have already pulled out by now due to demand from Israelis to not. Remember, there are other lame wars with Lebanon?
Yeah, the mayors of cities in Israel during the 12-day war were like, hey, this is not good.
Look, Krav Maga don't work, everyone. Israel sucks.
Krav Maga doesn't work. So there it is. So there's